he wants to know the best I-form scheme. So the Falcons have a bunch. The I-form, you like the I-form tight, you like the I-form close. I know Zan had some stuff out last year with some different I-form formations. Some of the playbooks don't even have it.
Yeah.
Is there anything you like specifically?
I do. It actually is in the Seattle Seahawks playbook. I think it's just a tremendous book. But the idea here, we can show you some of that I-form tight. What you really need as a base for, I think, to run a good I-form is you need a halfback lead. Or like an ISO, something that runs like directly in the interior of the formation, and then you need a stretch. It's very important to have the stretch because the stretch opens up the rest of your offense. It's a very difficult run to stop. So in this instance, a lot of runs, quick audibles and I-form in this year's game are stretches. You actually have a lot of I-forms that give you both the ISO and the stretch. So that's a kudos if you get it. In this instance, we don't. We have a couple pass plays. So that kind of hurts the Patriots book. But what's good about like this I-tight is you could do this. Like you motion Cooks here, right? So I get Cooks in motion. Okay, now one play, I snap. I'm essentially creating a goal line stretch, right? Okay, so that was one play. Now the next thing I would do is I would now playmaker the run left, right? And now I take Cooks and I motion him off the edge. I don't snap it. I wait to snap it. Nah. And now I can run the stretch off the opposite edge, right? So now you get into this game of motion. Is it run left, run right? You could call ISO, run that ball right up the middle of the field there as well.
Spread out.
Okay. And then off of that, you then have some passing plays you want to work in. So here's I-tight. Let's see what one I like the most. Probably the PA tight end corner.
Like yeah, check the Falcons, but they have the most. They've got some good plays. The tight end corner's good.
So I like tight end corner because it gives you a table to the half, and it's the same stuff everywhere you go, guys, right? Like you run the same stuff. So in this instance, you go like this, right? Motion Cooks, snap it still in the same spot, run that play action, and now you're just running. You're running half. Like, you have to think of it. You're running halfback wheel, but from I-form tight. Like that's what this is. If you really break down the routes on this play, the only one you don't have is the route to Lewis, which would be a wheel, right? Like that's the only thing that's different about when you really break down what these routes are. And you also don't have the slant. You'd have to put Cooks on a slant there. But you have the table route right there, underneath corner. You got a post. So there's a lot you can do. But I think it starts with making sure you have an ISO, a halfback dive right at the middle, and then also having a stretch to really be able to run the ball.
I love it.